Anyway, oh my cow, Taebyn.
Hi.
Taebyn,
Yes.
we have so much to talk about this week. I'm not sure I can contain myself. I might be uncontainable and uncontrollable. It's hard to say, but
Uncontainable table.
yes, an uncontainable contains. But we have to be solidly on the train because if we're not, then we're never going to get through tonight. We're going to be here till the wee hours of the morning.
Wee.
And I wee, yes, the wee. You know, I think I had some bad seafood for lunch today because I'm feeling a little eel. Anyway, but seriously, I think we should probably get the show on the road. What do you say?
Let's do it. I say do it.
Do it. Why not? This is Barely Furcasting, featuring Taebyn, an Injured Nerves audio production. Well, Moobarkfluff, greetings and salutations to all the creatures in the Podiverse. Welcome to Barely Furcasting, featuring Taebyn. I am Barely Normal, a crazy bear in an office chair, and with me is the fluffy puppy himself. You know him, you love him, you never know what he's going to say. Please welcome Taebyn.
Hi.
How the fluff are you, Taebyn?
Well,
are you good?
Hi. I am good. I am good. Things have been great and exciting. And, I've actually been doing a few things this week, running around, fluffing things, I guess. And
You've been fluffing things. Oh, no.
I have. Well, when things are not fluffy, you need to refluff them, I guess, or something.
Ah, yes.
But I've been
Yes,
learning there's this new branch of math, actually, it's a branch of math/theoretical computer science that came out. Well, long story short, really came out. I know, very much too late. It really came out in 2016, and it's called Homotopy type theory. And it's really interesting.
Wait a minute. It's called what?
Homotopy type theory.
Homotopy type theory?
HOMOTOPY space TYPE space theory.
Wow. Is that a new font? The Homotopy type?
It is. You've got to type it just right.
All right. Anyway, sorry. I distracted you on a serious subject. I apologize. You may go forward now.
Well, I mean, so it's just really interesting, and it's a different way of thinking in it, but it's really interesting and really cool. And anyway, as they say, it's just really come out in 2016. So there's a lot that still is not known about it. So it's been pretty cool. And also, just the other day, unrelated, do you know about Wordle?
I've heard of Wordle. It's just kind of coming to the forefront, and I'm like, what is this?
So I started it the other day, and it's pretty new. Obviously, it was developed and invented by, I think his name is Peter Wuddle, something like it rhymes with Wordle anyway. Back in just November. But it only just started taking traction just in January last month because he added the ability to share it, like either your results on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. And so then it's really taken off. And it's really, really kind of cool because everyone gets this, everyone in the world gets the same word. It's a daily thing, only once per day. And so it's like a great way to get people together and camaraderie. I don't know what the words are, but it's actually pretty cool.
Okay. Is it a game?
It's a word puzzle thing. It's do you remember the game Mastermind? You had the little color things. Little color pegs, and you had to figure out which order they go in and stuff.
Yeah, that was okay.
So
I remember that game. That's a long time ago, but yeah.
So it's like that, but with letters, and you only have 6 tries. It's kind of neat, and also they now have some math versions of it called. There's Nerdle.
Nerdle, of course, yes.
Of course, and Mathler, and I haven't really played those. They're kind of complicated, but so that's what I've been doing. But enough about me. Oh.
But wait a minute. But if it's about tortoises and stuff, could it be turtle? Or talk about your bathroom habits? That could be turtle as well. I saw it on. I get a web comic that's sent to me, and I forget what it's called. But they said, "Are you playing Wordle?" And he says, "No, I'm in the control group." That's my answer for everything that I don't participate in. I'm in the control group.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Another good response to something that you don't really want to respond to, or you want to just be dismissive or something, is just your response is, sorry, I'm not really into Pokemon. That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm not really into, no, not at all. So my week has been pretty productive. I got a lot of stuff done. I actually got 12 online courses created and
wow, nice.
Starting to publish. Well, it's very, in my favorite word lately, formulaic. It's a series of courses. Yes, it's a series of courses that are very similar in their layout, but there's just different things each day. So it just helps to just duplicate it and then just take the old stuff out, put new stuff in. And you can see my hands going back and forth and waving around like a wacko. It's just wacko.
Oh my God.
And then I got my hair cut today. So I'm feeling a little bougie because I have shorter hair.
Bougie?
And then I was bougie. Yes,
that's a word?
That's a word. It's probably going to be on Wordle at some point.
Probably.
I was wondering as I was driving home from the barber, and I go to a place called Barber's Underground in Salem, Oregon. Need a good haircut? Get online and go check them out. Not that they're a sponsor or anything. I just thought I would just throw that out there because it sounded good.
It does. It is.
But I was thinking on the way home, if I put a flashlight on my head, would I be lightheaded?
Ba-doom boom ching.
Yes. All right. Weekly challenge. I want the furs out there to try a food you have never tried before because you always thought it was icky.
So branching out, make it branch out.
Yeah, branch out a little bit. Expand your palate. Come to Expand Your Palate Restaurant, where we will expand your palate. Yes, in Salem, Oregon.
And get your haircut at the same time.
That's right. The nice thing about my barber that I like is they have free whiskey while you're there.
Oh,
they have a little bar you can pour yourself some whiskey and so there I was at 11:30 this morning waiting for my haircut, drinking whiskey. Do, hooray.
Hooray, indeed. And I have a challenge for first. And there's two this week.
Okay. Well, I want to talk to them a little about what the like some of the strange foods that you might have tried, like escargot or raw fish or crickets, even, or sweetbread. Now, sweetbread is not what you might think it is.
Oh.
Do you know what sweetbread is, Mr. Taebyn?
Apparently it's not what I think it is. So no.
It's not like donuts or cinnamon toast. It's not a bread at all. It's actually, this is the gross part, it's the hypothalamus gland of the calf.
I do not want to try and partake in this thing.
I've had it. It's not bad. It's actually tasty, pretty tasty. So
I'll just take your word.
Take my word for it. It's you don't like avocado, so you probably won't like that. So what is your challenge? What is your challenge for the furs?
So we have all these. I don't know. They're not really catchphrases or words that socks, wallabies, circumference, dun dun dun, all these whatever those are.
Off the rails. Yes.
Off the rails. There's other of them. Mm-hmm. So whatever those are, the wallabies. The challenge is to trace back and find which episode those are. Not maybe all of them, but find an episode that came from and write us in and tell us how it started and when it started. And that's the challenge.
That is a challenge. That's a big challenge. That takes a lot of work.
Yeah, I actually don't have those written down. I would have to do quite a bit of work.
Yeah, there'd be quite a lot of digging there since we're 95 episodes in. So
I know, right? And a passing comment. I was just thinking the other day, I still love the comments so much. Everyone asks what Left Shark is doing, but no one asks how Left Shark is doing.
Yes. Yes.
I just thought I'd throw that out there and remind everyone.
Throw that out there. Throw it out with the trash.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I have two short stories, very, very short stories.
Short stories. Yeah. All right.
Let me get my
Are they about little people?
They could be.
Or little furs. They're short furs.
They're short little furs?
They're little furs, yeah. Okay. What are your two short stories? Stort shories.
My Stort shories. One day, a young man wanted to find the phone number of his lost friend, Mary Jones, in Phoenix, Arizona. But he doesn't know the number, of course. So he calls directory assistance and says, "Hello, Operator, I would like the telephone number for Mary Jones in Phoenix, Arizona. And the operator says, well, there are many, many listings for Mary Jones in Phoenix. The operator said, do you have a street name? And the young man hesitated, but then he said, well, most people call me Iceman. And my other short story is...
I like that. That's cute.
I like it too.
I like that one. That was good. Yeah.
It's a very good short story. Another short story. Joe and Dave are hunting when Dave suddenly keels over. Frantic.
No.
Oh no, exactly. Frantic, Joe dials 911 on his cell phone and blurts, my friend just dropped dead. What should I ever do? A soothing voice at the other end says, don't worry, I can help. First, let's make sure he's really dead. After a brief silence, the operator hears a shot. Then Joe comes back to the phone. Okay, he says nervously, what do I do next? Those are my two short stories. I mean,
yes. Really?
Let's just make sure.
Let's make sure that he's really dead. Yes.
And he did it. I'm sure he
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
He did it.
Wow. All right. That takes us up to the past today. I want to talk about the number 2.
Yes.
Because it is February 2nd, 2022. And you said last week that if someone was born on 2/22 at 2/22 on 2/22/22, you said it would be a once in a lifetime event for someone to be born on that date and time. And then I got to thinking, to be born at any date and time is a once in a lifetime event. You're only born once.
This is true. Well,
yeah.
Unless
you're Christian.
I won't even.
And then you're Christian.
You just read my mind. You just read my mind. How did you do that?
Well, because you were a prawn again, Christian.
Which, actually, since we're there, I know you have another pass today, but since we're there, one of my pass today was because last week I told that prawn, and you were going to tell your sister Eileen right after we got done recording. So then my question is, did you do it?
I did, and
okay.
I got the deep guttural groan and the eye roll.
Nice.
So yes, it was perfect for that joke.
Perfect.
Yes.
And since you got the eye roll, did you knock anything over when you?
No. I picked them up and rolled them back.
Okay,
so.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that.
But yes.
Also, I was going to say it's kind of like that line from what was the movie Addams Family, when Morticia and Gomez are looking over the baby and he says, "Oh, Gomez, he has your father's eyes," and they're like, "Take them away from him."
That's right.
Yes.
So another pass today that you hit on right there was last week. I said the 2/22 thing, and I actually made a mistake. It turned because I just happened to be listening to this episode today. I made a mistake, and I said that 2/22 was on a Tuesday. 2/22 is on a Wednesday. It's 2/22 that is on the Tuesday. So I made that mistake. I have to reconcile my badness.
Reconcile the badness. Okay, you have been reconciled. You are forgiven. Fall down upon your knees and pray to the God dog.
Rock and roll God. McDonald's.
So we also talked last week about...
Oh, barely. Oh, help. What's going on?
Oh, help. We talked about Theseus.
Yes.
And the ship, in particular, the ship of Theseus. And that was a puzzle that was first introduced in Greek legend as reported by the history. Well, we talked about the what is it? Not the
paradox?
The puzzle. The puzzle is if you replace everything on the ship, yes, then is it still the same ship or is it a new ship?
Yep.
And so the reason it was called the ship of Theseus is because Theseus, the hero Theseus, brought all of the youth of Athens back from Crete.
Oh.
And apparently they had been stolen or something. I don't know. There's no reason why the youth of Athens were in Crete. I guess they were Cretans at that point. But it had 30 oars and was preserved.
Oh, wait. There's something there. There's something there. There's
Uh-huh.
something there. So they had a lot of decisions to make because there were 30 ores.
Ores, yes, exactly.
Okay, I had to do that. I had it.
Yep, there were 30 ores. And so the Athenians preserved the ship as a matter of historical preference and blah, blah, blah. Even down to the time of Demetrius Phaleris, they took away the old planks as they decayed, putting in new and stronger timbers in their places as the ship was decaying as they were preserving it. In so much that this ship became a standing example among philosophers for the logical question of things that grow, one side holding that the ship remained the same, the other contending that it was not the same ship.
Okay.
Okay,
That's where it
and
comes
so that's where the ship of Theseus came by from Plutarch. That is where that all came from. And then the next question, of course, was if you removed all the pieces, like you said, and restored them, and then built the ship again from the restored pieces, which ship is the real ship? And that's the other conundrum.
Or are there two real ships? Dun, dun,
Are
dun.
they two of the ships? Yes. And in that legend, we also talked about the Labyrinth of Knossos.
Knossos.
The Labyrinth of Knossos was the labyrinth of the Minos king of Crete by the legendary artificer Daedalus. He built a labyrinth to keep the Minotaur in, because the Minotaur was not smart enough to get out of the labyrinth until Theseus came along and killed him.
I mean, he could have escaped death if he was a Minotaur. He could have just went under the doorway because he's a Minotaur.
Minotaur, yes, Minotaur. And moving right along, so soap operas. You mentioned the
lots of things.
Not the one with Johnny Depp.
Dark
movie,
Dark
Shadows.
Dark Shadows. Yeah.
Yes, I got to thinking about the term soap opera. Now you think of an opera, and if you look up the definition of opera,
it has nothing to do with soap.
I know it's a melodrama set to music. That's the definition of an opera. And a soap opera is considered a serialized melodrama, so that might be where it came to pass that the use of the term opera. But it comes from the radio days of the 1920s and 30s when serialized radio shows were on during the day, and they were sponsored by, you guessed it, soap companies.
Well, so this means that when you have a soap opera, you have very clean Lucky Charms because it's soap serialized.
It's serialized soap, yes. It tastes terrible. It's
I
just
bet
terrible.
It does. I don't want the clean Lucky Charms.
You don't want the soap flakes. You want the frosted flakes. That's what you want.
Yes.
It's like, don't mix up the soap flakes and the frosted flakes.
No, don't make that mistake again. That one time, that was horrible.
Nope. So, and I have never seen a daytime serial show singing. But no, I take that back. There was one.
Oh, really?
There was, yes. I'll have to, oh, wow, that's another one for next week. But there was a soap opera. No, what was it? No, we talked about it once before on the show. It was a cop opera.
Cop opera.
Cop rock. It was a cop show, and they sang. It was like a musical cop show on network TV.
On network TV.
And it was called Cop Rock. We talked about it with one of our guests once.
So if you're out there, guest, and listening, come back and tell us what this show is. Or Barely will just tell us next week on the past today.
I think it was Omnom. We really we need to hire an archivist that details everything on the show so we can reference things back.
That would be
Come on, fans. Somebody that's doing that.
Oh, my cow.
Ziggy, you're up.
Iwi. I have a few past today.
Okay, well, let's hear
If you're done with your past today.
I am done with my past. I am repassed.
Woo. So, I don't know what that was. Let's see. I went to the prawn. We did the prawn thing. Oh, and last week
we did the prawn thing.
We did the prawn thing. And the this or that, there was one this or that I had to think about. And I said, I'll come back to next week. And this was, would you rather celebrate Christmas every day or have no birthday? And I had said, this seems like a logic puzzle, because it started thinking about it. It's like, so I had to think about it. Anyway, it's not really a logic puzzle like I thought it might be, because in one case, as stated, in one case, you have Christmas every day and your birthday, or in the other case, you have only one Christmas and no birthday. So it just depends on how much work you really want to do. Do you want to be working so incredibly hard every single day and twice as hard one of the days, or not work at all and get some presents on a day?
I think I would like to not work so hard and just get presents on
I know,
a day. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Much easier that way.
It is. So we saw that one is solved. We did that.
Solved.
Also, last week, we were talking to your sister and everything, and we were talking about hobbies. And you had what the challenge was for...
tell us your hobbies,
Tell us your hobbies. And you, as an example, you said philatelist. I said it wrong.
Philatelist.
Yes,
Philatelist.
that one. And you said was a stamp collector. And I said that I thought a stamp collector was philaetic. So it turns out that philately is the collection and study of postage and imprinted stamps. A philatelist, the one you said, is indeed one who collects or studies stamps. So I said philaetic. It's not philaetic. It's the USA Philatelic is the only official source for the complete line of current stamps and stamp product from the U.S. Postal Service. Not circuits, maybe circuits too, but... So
could be a circus.
So I even just mispronounced it. I said philaetic. Like, that's not even actually a thing.
Well, no, but my sister pointed out that philaetic was the really bad sandwich at Arby's.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, so it is
very,
a thing,
and very tiny. Yes.
Yeah, very
Filet
tiny.
of tick. Yeah.
Yes,
it's a little tiny sandwich.
So I did know what I was talking about. I just didn't realize it. So that was my past today.
So you're smarter than you thought.
Somehow, I wonder what other things I know that I don't know.
Wow, did you just Scooby-Doo that stuff altogether?
I
did. You just Scooby-Dooed that shit, man. Wow. I'm impressed.
And I do what I can. And actually, another challenge furs.
So many challenges.
That I just happened to think of. I didn't even write down, but I haven't think of, because I was thinking the other day. It was in the episode when we had Ben Diskin on.
Yes.
So I know which episode it's in, actually. It's just I haven't gone back. And it was in the interview with him, and I made a sentence, and both you and Ben were like, wow, Taebyn, that was an actual coherent sentence. Like, it was very actually impressive that I made that sentence. So the challenge is to go back and find out what that sentence is and let us know, so that it can go on record. I made an actual good sentence.
What that sentence was.
Even Ben Diskin noticed it was a sentence, so that's got to say something.
Awesome possum. Let's get to our well, no, wait a minute. Mailbag.
Mailbag.
Mailbag. I realized today, while looking at the chat, that there is just about a music lyric for every emotion, sentiment, feeling, activity out there.
I bet there is. Yeah.
Someone said they were drinking coffee and it made them vibrate. And of course, my first thought was good vibrations. Yeah. And so with the Beach Boys.
True.
Yeah.
Beach Boys. That's right. That's right.
And then I thought I wanted to start wishing people happy birthday.
Before you did that, I have the quick mailbag.
Okay. Mail away.
Mail away. So on Amazon, I just ordered actually a chicken and an egg on Amazon. I'll let you know.
I'm not going to answer that question. We'll see how many furs get that.
I think that I like that idea. Yes, please. So next challenge, if you furs get what I just did, let us know. We'll be. I know barely knows. I knew barely would know from the second. So yes. Anyway, you wanted to do a new thing.
I want to start wishing people happy birthday and furs happy birthday.
That's very nice. Yeah.
The very first person that I have 3 birthdays in February that I know of right now, and I want to happy birthday all 3 of them. The first one, of course, is
happy birthday them.
I'm going to happy birthday. The first one is you.
Oh, yay! It's true.
You Taebyn has a birthday on February 9th, so it's between our recording and our release. So happy birthday, past.
Well, thank you.
Bark. Yes.
From the past.
Shirogane, I think that's how he pronounces his fur name. He celebrated his birthday. I'm assuming it's a he. On February 3rd. I should never, ever, ever assume gender, but they celebrated their birthday on February 3rd.
Happy birthday, Zed!
Happy birthday, Zed. And then Eddie, who is a he, and that is his pronoun. His birthday is on the 17th, which is next Thursday. So happy birthday, Eddie.
Happy birthday, Eddie! Is he the one that, like, he said he was talking to you and he doesn't listen to podcasts, but you said you should listen to our podcast, and now he does?
No, this was just today. I just talked to him today.
Just today. Oh, okay. So
just today. Yep.
Another Eddie, a different Eddie.
A different Eddie. Yes.
It can happen.
This is Eddie.
It flows well because it's a different Eddie.
That's right. You don't want Eddies in the stream. He might drown.
Exactly.
There we are. So there we go. Oh, wow. All right, media. Let's go to media. Media. So I watched recently the last two episodes, or the latest two episodes, I shouldn't say the last two, but the latest two episodes of Star Trek Discovery. And this show is taking some weird turns, but I also think that Paramount Plus is going to be the all Star Trek channel before too long, because they have 3 more shows that they're producing along the Star Trek line.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So.
Well, that's exciting.
But now that brings up, so now it's taking some weird turns because the Star Trek Discovery is set 1,000 years into the future of the Star Trek canon. So 1,000 years into the future of the future. Yes.
Okay.
So, which brings up a question, which I have often had regarding Star Trek. They have a universal translator, which was invented during the Enterprise days with Captain Archer and his person that did the linguistic stuff.
Quick question.
Yes.
Do you think the universal translator was invented originally by Ford Prefect? And any further that gets that, write us in and let us know that you know what I just did.
I will argue that Ford Prefect did not. Because they used the Babel fish. They did. Yeah.
Well, so that's what I was wondering is if the Babel, is it Babel or Babel? I always said Babel, but I was wondering if the Babel fish was like the first universal translator and then it morphed or something.
It could be, but those are different universes.
They are. But maybe
different things happen.
Maybe there's a wallaby wearing the right shade of sock so that when they eddy in
the time stream.
The time stream.
Eddies in the time stream.
They connect together with the cod of prawns, and that's how it's all fits together.
That's how it works out. Right. Okay.
But not really. But really, you were saying.
But I was saying, we digressed a lot. We got off the rails already, which is we made it a half an hour before we got off the rails, so that's pretty good actually.
Good for us, yeah.
So the universal translator somehow translates all languages into the language that the listener or the creature that's listening understands. How it does it in real time has never been explained to me and has never been explained on the show.
That's true.
You would think it had to have some sort of a lag, but it doesn't. However,
that's true.
Time in the Star Trek universe is very weird because they always talk about a year and a day and a minute and an hour. And they talk about these with all the other aliens from other planets and other star systems. Now, our time is based on the rotation of the sun and the revolution of the planet. So, one revolution is a day, one orbit is a year.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, if...
Galilean stuff.
Yeah, but other star systems would have different time frames for how fast their planet rotates, how long it takes to go around their sun.
That's true. Yeah.
So how do you reckon that with other aliens? And that's always been my question.
That's a good question.
So if there's any Trekkies out there that know the answer, write in and let me know. Somehow I feel like Rain is going to call me again and talk to me about this at length. So, as
Now
he
you've done
corrected
it.
me about the
Now you've done it.
Mandalorian the last time, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so let's and now we now return you to the regular scheduled podcast. As I was talking about things I watched, I also was watching a YouTube series called True Facts by Z Frank.
Z Frank,
And
not
I don't know
the
if you've-
George, but Z Frank.
Z Frank, yes. It's hilarious, and it's all about animals.
Oh.
If you have a chance to go look at them, they're like 5-10 minutes long. The latest one that I just watched was about the proboscis monkey. That's the monkey with the nose that hangs down over its lips.
Yeah.
So it's very funny to watch, and I would highly recommend any of his videos because they're hilarious. They're just hilarious.
I will be checking some out tonight. As a matter of fact, you said they're only like 5-10 minutes.
5 or 10 minutes. Proboscis monkey is a good one. Another good one is the not a wallaby, but the
koala?
Koala bear.
Monkeys.
And then the other one is the little fish thing.
I'll just write down fish thing.
A fish. Yeah. They're hilarious. All right.
You know about the honey badger?
The honey
you ever
badger.
See that? Is this the same guy?
I don't think so. I think it's a different guy.
Okay, cool. No, I'll have to check that out. Exciting.
What are you watching?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. So I've still been watching for lunchies, been watching Agretsuko. And I keep meaning to ask it, but I haven't asked you yet. Have you seen Agretsuko?
I have not.
Yeah.
I need to go look at it.
It's, I'm liking it. I'm only, I'm on first season. I'm 8 episodes. I think I watched episode 8 today. And it's good. It's cute. The most recent episode I saw is when the 2 red pandas. It's so cute anyway. I mean, it's this particular scene I saw. It's good. Mm-hmm. I like it.
A scene I saw?
A scene I saw. There's, I want to go so many directions there, but I don't think I can. So, we continued watching season 3 of Happy Endings. Those people on that show are so ridiculous. Oh my cow!
Really?
Oh my! They're
you
so ridiculous. You
just want to reach through the screen and slap them?
Sometimes, and sometimes you're like, this is so stupid. Why am I even watching this? But I keep watching.
And you step watching it. Yep. Just keep watching. Watching.
It's worth checking out, I guess. And then we started watching is the series Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. Have you heard of this?
Yeah. On Amazon.
On Amazon, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, it stars John Krasinski, who is Jim Halpert from The Office. I thought that was I saw the first episode. I'm like, I know him. Mm-hmm. It was. Yep. I thought that was so cool, and he does a great job.
He does an awesome job.
He does a really good job.
Yeah.
It's like he's such a good actor. You can tell when you compare him in Jack Ryan, and then you also think Jim from The Office. It's like he does such a good job. He's so versatile like that. I found out also. I mean, you go to his IMDb. He's been in lots of things. And another thing he was in, he's the voice of the Secretariat from BoJack Horseman, believe it or not.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I never would. And he was messenger number 3 in Taxi from 2004.
Okay.
I thought that
messenger
was
number 3.
He was messenger number 3. So, and as he was, for any further that hasn't seen Jack Ryan, John plays an economic analyst working for the CIA, and it's lots of good it's got the political intrigue, but also the action, and it's really good. I'm really liking it. So
yeah, that's a good show. I have to say,
good. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to season 3 coming out.
Oh, we're still on season 1, so that I didn't even know there was season 2, so that's exciting to know. Okay, cool, cool. Something we will have to chat about in future episodes.
Yes,
cool.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And that's my media for the week.
All right.
Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Rock and Roll McDonald's. Oh, I did start watching a show. I think it's on the History Channel. I found it on Hulu, but it has a little H in the corner, so it had to be from the History Channel.
Oh, yeah.
So,
the gold.
But it's the food that made America.
Oh.
And it's like about Kellogg's and Hershey and Heinz.
That company is a very repetitive company because they call themselves Hershey. It's like, come on.
Right? Yeah.
Why
Well,
not him,
that was-
he, them, they?
Him, he, her, she, they, them, they. It was the first pronoun.
So-
He, her, she. Yeah. But it's pretty good. It's done in a documentary or docudrama style, so they act out. They've got people that are playing John Kellogg and Rachel Hershey or whatever the hell his name is. Not Rachel. Herschel Hershey. No, that's not it either. Herschel. But it's really good. So if you, in the days of yore, when food safety was not a thing,
they're the days of mine.
the days of yore, yes. Speaking of the days of yore, there was an old television show in the 70s called When Things Were Rotten.
Once upon a time when things were rotten, not just food but also kings were rotten. Everybody kicked the peasants. Things were bad and that ain't good. Then came Robin Hood.
And it was put out by Mel Brooks.
Oh, Rock and Roll
Brooks.
McDonald's, indeed.
Yes. Why do you keep saying that?
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, it was on my mind. Remember Wesley Willis and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yes.
I can totally. Okay, I understand what just happened.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's time that we get to visit with our friend Lux at the Transfurmation Station.
She's another one for us.
Yep, she's waiting for us. So let's get down there.
Okay, let's drop on down to the Transfurmation Station.
You know what? Let's just walk today. I just want to walk.
It's a nice day out. Yeah,
it's
I think
nice
let's
out.
just
Let's walk down there.
stroll along and look at the flowers and the wallabies. Oh, look at that sock over there.
There's a sock over there. Wow, look at that.
Rock and Roll McDonald's all over, I tell you.
All over, I tell you. All right, well, let's knock on the door.
Oh, hi. Come on in. Do you guys have your reservation?
Oh,
A reservation. I have reservations about being here, yes, but
Yeah,
I don't have a
that is
reservation.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, no, we're classing up the joint a little bit. So now, not just, I mean, we're not a Pizza Hut. We are a Pizza Palace. Plus, we got like shrimp scampi and like some
Nice.
fancy steaks and whatnot. Is that your service animal?
Well, I mean,
which one are you asking?
Oh shoot!
Because-
Oh my goodness! It's Taebyn and Barely. Oh,
I was gonna
sorry,
say,
man.
which one are you asking is the animal? Because
Yeah.
I was
Hey.
putting some spicy oregano on my chicken parmesan.
I see.
It's all good,
So,
though,
so do
man.
you still have Taco Bell? Is it been fancied up or how is it?
Oh, well, no, the Taco Bell's still a Taco Bell in the back.
Okay,
but you guys
good,
keep
good.
coming through the Pizza Hut side because this used to be the
Yeah,
lab.
that's true.
But no worries.
Ah.
Lux has kind of set up shop in between. She's sort of improved the digs a little bit. But come on
Digs.
back, I'll take you back there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm kind of excited to see how nice this place is shaped up to be.
Yeah, if you can see, we got like one of them. We got one of them Italian marble statues with like wine coming out of it, and here's another one with Zima.
And all the grapes. Yeah, nice.
Wine
Exactly.
coming out.
It's all
A wine
very,
coming out.
very fancy.
It's coming
yeah,
out of
if
a
you just-
very strange place, though.
Well, you
Don't
know,
know if I wanna
I
drink
was
that.
gonna say we're trying to make it classy, but at the same time, you know, it's hard to be classy when you still got a salad bar with a sneeze guard on it, man.
Well,
Yeah,
true.
and it
plus
is
the fact
Lux
that
after all.
that wine is
Exactly.
shooting out of something that makes it look like it has an infection of some sort.
Yeah, no, it is kind of trippy, but like if you lick the wine right off the statue, you know, that's how they roll here. Anyway,
Wow.
go ahead and
Okay.
head through the double doors in the back and just ignore all the rats that are doing a ratatouille and cooking, okay?
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
Boy, talk about drinking from the source.
Oh, that makes me
Lux.
sore.
Lux?
Yeah? But
Hi.
Oh, hello. Hey, come on in. Okay,
Hey,
now,
Lux, how you doing?
don't
Like, what you
mind
done
the
with this
zillions
place?
and zillions of rats cooking Italian food. It's okay. We're doing a ratatouille. which is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
just kind of step around here. You know, it's interesting. After watching this Pixar film, I have realized the untapped potential. I mean, these guys work for garbage. So
Literally.
you know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, what's incredible is that like it's kind of like a seamless experience. In fact, I've integrated the Transfurmation Station kind of more. If you come in here into kind of the more the prep station kind of back, you'll actually see that the transformation ray here is also now rat powered. So
Wow.
Oh,
rats
save some
going
work.
in
There you go.
in the wheel and all that. So barely you don't have to do anything but compliment the rats. That's all you gotta do.
Nice.
Rats, you are doing a wonderful job.
There you
Keep
go.
going. Here,
All
have
right.
some cheese.
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
cheese.
No, they love that. Well, it's interesting too. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I've calmed down a little bit now that we are embracing animal power, and it's interesting too because like you know how the rats are cooking. There's even a rat manning the transformation ray, but rather than a ratatouille, he's a ratatouille. So it's
Ratatouille.
great.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So just
Because
come
that's
on
what he does. He's a
over here.
ratatouille.
Yep. Got this
It's
nice,
shooty pie.
comfortable padded wheelie chair here for Taebyn, and then we're just gonna let the
Dang
rats do their thing. I
Okay.
trust in the rats. I believe in the rats.
I believe in the rats.
I believe in
the
the rats. Rat labor is. I mean, well, because like you know the whole Great Resignation and all that. I mean, these guys were only born a couple years ago, so they're way too young to be millennials, so they're not completely spoiled yet.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's true.
Right. Oh, and Barely, would you like some bread while we wait?
I would love some bread.
Some
Alright, we're gonna
sweet
do some-
bread, maybe.
some
No,
Very
not so
well.
sweet bread. No.
those are internal organs. Now those cost money. No,
Oh, you know about
I'm
that.
talking-
Okay.
Sir, I run a fine establishment with 10,000
Okay.
rats that can cook. All right. What do you take me for? So I'm gonna hand you this loaf and some balsamic and some
Honey
olive
butter?
oil there for you, Barely. And Taebyn, just go ahead and sit in that chair, and
I like
we'll go
how
ahead
fancy all
and
this
get
is,
you
yeah.
going here.
Nice.
Yep. All right, and I'm gonna go. Okay, Garçon, squeak,
bread.
squeak, and
Garçon!
squeak, squeak, squeak. All right, he gets it. All right, we're timing it up here, and we're gonna go ahead and transform Taebyn in.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, bark.
Woo! That's a lot of steam. Normally it'd be smoke, but it's steam because we're cooking. Let's see what we got here.
It
Oh,
Smells like
I feel cooking.
the
I
steam
feel
smells
cooking.
smells like
Interesting.
tomato sauce, like spaghetti
bit.
sauce almost.
now
Wow,
what
that's
did
pretty
we?
good.
What did we turn Taebyn? Oh my gosh, I'm picking you up right now. You are some kind of box. Oh my goodness, you are a combination bubble machine and fog machine.
Wow,
Well,
that's
I'm-
different.
I'm very ambidextrous sometimes, you
Oh
know.
my god, so you're kind of like a special effects situation here.
Special effects
Huh.
pup.
You got
I
a
can do
little
special
wheel on
things,
there
it
that-
turns out.
that
Nice.
blows the bubbles, and then you got a little vent out the back that makes the fog. I have not seen one of these since like there's like a prom sort of thing. Can you
A
remember the
prom?
last time there was a bubble machine at one of your?
Oh, I would have to say probably BLFC 2017. I think they had a
Oh
bubble
really?
machine. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
So Taebyn, how does it feel to be a combination bubble machine and artificial fog machine?
Very conflicting, I must say.
Oh.
It's you know, I've got one side doing the bubbles, and then I've got the other side doing a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I'm torn apart here. It's kind of interesting. It kind of tickles, but you know.
Cause like fog is definitely like serious metal haunted housey, but like on the other side, the bubbles. I mean, that's either weddings or Lawrence Welk, right?
Right,
It
the bubble
really
machine, yes.
is. It really is.
I don't know.
All of us, you know, I kind of have these constant images of ravens and Edgars flowing around in my brain and everything.
Oh,
So
God.
it's quite interesting. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I think you're probably more in the fog mindset. I see this little switch over here. We can make them change. We do need some liquid. In order to. I mean, would you like to try to either make some smog or some bubbles? That's the whole.
I think I want to try making some bubbles
How about
Okay.
How about some
So-
smoke-filled bubbles?
or smoke. I have
let's
seen
try
those.
it.
I would like to be
Let's-
one of those.
Let's try it one at a time. So we don't really have bubble liquid, but barely. If you go over to one of the wash sinks, you'll see a bunch
Okay.
of rats that are washing dishes. Just grab some of that sudsy water and bring
Poor
it over
rats.
here. I can-
Ow! Ow!
I'll-
Ow!
Oh!
One of them bit me.
Oh no! Well, also that water's very hot too. So you
Well,
gotta-
but the freaking rat bit
hold
me.
on. Hold on. Hey, squeakers! No! Squeak, squeak, and squeak, 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 and squeak, and squeak. Oh, no.
Bad rat.
He knows. He knows. That was not an OSHA-approved bite. You're not wearing your proper PPE. You are on thin ice, mister.
Are there OSHA-approved bites? Wait a minute. I want to know what
Apparently
the
there-
approved bite is.
There's a certain PSI that is OSHA approved.
Really?
Oh,
Well, if
okay.
he's got like a hot plate. All right, we're getting away. Grab the sudsy water. We'll go
Okay,
ahead.
got it.
We'll bring it over here. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right, now Taebyn, I'm gonna uncork this top on you real quick. So.
Okay.
Whoop.
Okay.
All right.
Whoop.
And I'm gonna. Oh boy, and I'm gonna screw on the top. All right, you are now full of, in theory, bubble liquid. So
I
now
sure
we're just gonna
feel
figure
it.
out. Oh yeah, how does it feel to be full of bubble liquid?
Very gassy. Let me tell you.
Just say.
It's like
I guess so. You're.
I need to take
sloshing.
some Tums. I feel like I need some Taco Bell to help me relieve some of
dear.
what's happening
Well-
Oh,
inside
no.
me.
Those bubbles shouldn't be coming out of that hole.
Well, you know
What?
what?
Oh,
Here's the
what's
thing,
going
though.
on?
But like we
Stop.
need
Stop.
smog. We need smog. So.
Oh, we need to
Oh,
Okay.
I think you're gonna
Yeah.
get some of that actually. Whatever happens.
Oh, geez. Well, actually, I wonder if we can use the Taco Bell hot sauce to actually create the smog. Barely, can you
Oh.
go next door? Crunchwrap Earl, he's kind of coming to terms with being a Crunchwrap. So,
Okay.
just
good.
if you
I was
see
wondering
him,
about
don't make direct eye contact. Just book in there, grab the sauce, and
So I
book
shouldn't
out.
I shouldn't look directly into the avocados. Is that what
I
you're saying?
mean, oh god, yeah, and avoid that. He's hitting the guac pretty hard. So just be gentle, be gentle. I'm gonna say, well, because like Taebyn, you got the bubble liquid. I'm actually gonna see if I can turn on the bubbles here. So, Taebyn, I'm gonna give you a poke. You ready?
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
All
Let's
right.
try that.
Boop.
Oh, wow! That was an interesting feeling that just happened.
That's a lot of bubbles coming out of there.
Yeah, ooh.
I've got some hot sauce. I got the hot
Oh,
sauce.
barely, you're back, and you're covered in lipstick marks. They're kind of shaped. They kind of smell like Crunch Wraps.
Well,
Did
he's
you
kinda
and
cute.
Earl have a moment back there? I told you
He's-
not to engage him.
He's kind of cute.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay.
He's tasty too.
We don't need to add this to the canon. Okay, just go ahead and pour the hot sauce inside.
We don't need
of-
to add this to the
We
cannon.
do not. We really don't. All right, let's go ahead and pour the hot sauce into Taebyn. And
Okay.
we'll go ahead. All right, so we got the bubbles going, which is very whimsical over on this side. And now let's see if we can't get. This might burn a little, because now you're full of the Diablo Taco Bell hot sauce, Taebyn.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and let's give this a shot.
Okay. Oh, I need some Pepto-Bismol.
Oh my
please.
goodness! All right, we got bubbles coming out one side and some kind of. Oh boy, that smells like wicked bad puppy fart. Oh dear.
Wow, it is
I
not good
apologize.
farts at all. No,
All
that is not a good
profusely.
smell.
all of the gas and none of the enjoyment. Good God, you're basically just an Insta-fart machine. Oh no.
I used to buy my groceries on
I am what I
Instacart.
am. I can't help it. I'm just
Oh yeah, no,
saying.
it's all right. My eyes are starting to water. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well,
no,
you know,
no,
I did.
that's-
Yeah,
an
let's
exhaust
turn off.
fan?
Let's turn off. Okay, the smog. I feel like we have a feeling
That
for
was
the bubbles are kind of fun.
I
Bubbles
like
versus
the
smog
bubbles.
was bad.
Let's do
Bad
the bubbles. Let's keep
They
it that.
are. Well, you know, I sort of feel like saying the atmosphere. The true test of a bubble machine is whether or not you can slow dance like an 89-year-old woman. can.
Yes.
So I've got
89
this
said in
gramophone
90
filled with.
90s prom.
Oh well, you know what? Like I was gonna put on some Lawrence Welk, but I do have this giant vinyl record that just says "Boys to Men" on it. So
there,
let
you
me.
go. There you go.
I don't know what Boys to Men's gonna sound like on vinyl, but I'm sure that the tiny sound engineer that lives inside this gramophone can probably figure it out. So let's just click it on here. Oh yeah, no, that's really depressing and lo-fi.
That is.
why don't
Yeah.
Lower the
I don't
lights.
think
Oh!
I don't think the bubbles are canceling out the depression like it should be.
No,
so.
but like the rats are starting to light some candles. Barely. May I have this dance?
Oh.
I know your heart belongs to the Crunch Wrap, apparently. But if you
Yes,
wanna,
but
got
I
a
would
spot
love
left on
to.
my
I
card.
will give you a little dance here. Watch.
All right, here we go. Oh my God, barely. You are a very good dancer. My goodness.
It really
All
is.
right.
On my paws.
I was gonna say, I feel 63 again. Oh, this is lovely. All right.
I am
Taebyn
ready
really
for my
something
dinner
amazing.
because it's noon.
Oh, well, what an enchanted evening. And all of a sudden, I'm wearing a ball gown with a pearl necklace, and I've got wrinkles everywhere. Oh, the magic of the Transfurmation Station.
Oh,
All
the
right.
magic.
Goodness me! All right. Well, I think we figured out that the bubbles are a lot more productive than the smoke farts. But
Yeah, I'm
Taebyn, any
well,
pretty
last
sure that's it.
Taebyn, any last thoughts on being a bubble machine?
Well, I guess in summary, as I said, it tickles. It's also very gassy, but when you poke me, it's fun and tickles, and I make little sounds that are stupid. So that's my summary of that my experience of a bubble machine.
Oh, all right. Bubble machine and farty smoke machine. All right, let's go ahead and let's set you back up on this chair. And I'll go ahead and let me do an interpretive dance to communicate to the rats that it's time to change you back.
Yeah, and make sure to make sure to wash the chair when you're done, because after that smog incident.
Yeah, you do smell a bit farty. All right, we're gonna go ahead. All right, Senior Squeako. All right, we're gonna change you back in 3, 2, 1. Well, there we are. Welcome back,
Am I back?
Taebyn.
Am I back?
Oh no. Every
Taebyn.
time you talk, bubbles are coming out of your mouth.
Taebyn,
And I'll see you
Taebyn.
smell.
Yeah.
Taebyn, you smell awful.
Oh.
You
No.
smell
Dude,
terrible.
Does this pup need a
God.
bath? I probably need a
Turned him
bath.
into
I
a
don't-
musky husky.
I don't know that a bath is going to help. We're going to have to put you in some tomato juice.
Oh,
Oh, my
Actually,
God.
You know what? The good news is I actually have, because right before we went Italian, we were a failed Russian restaurant, so I actually have a gallon of borscht here for you.
Oh.
can,
well, that's handy.
I can
That's
send
very
you
handy.
home with.
Okay, we'll
You
take
decided
that
to
home.
keep that
We'll get
because
them
you
all
would have
washed
stunk
up.
it, right?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do about these bubbles coming out of you, Taebyn. They're just
I'm
kind
so
of.
glad I walked instead of taking the car this time. Oh.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
yeah,
probably
yeah,
the
being-
move.
being
I
stuck with a-
apologize.
with a farty kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, but the bubbles. I mean, I don't know. I mean, are you just at peace with just being surrounded by bubbles for a little bit?
I
till
am
this residual
actually.
wears off?
This is very actually tranquil, as it were,
Yeah.
and relaxing for me. So ooh, and maybe if I do that thing where, remember that one time you turned me into a thing where I had like lights and everything coming out of me? Maybe if I could harness
yeah, you
the
were a
pup
light
and
bulb.
do that again. Yeah, maybe if I could harness the pup and do that again, I could get some kind of light, pretty bubbles. Yeah, this could be good. Actually, this could be good.
I will tell you what. Just you chilling with Rain, he could save a lot of money on his special effects at his DJ shows if we just had you
There
show
you
up
go.
and just kind of aim your butt towards
Okay.
the crowd. You know, when he was doing
BLFC, you
weddings.
watch out.
And
Yeah.
You watch out.
I mean,
BLFC.
obviously less stink, but like the bubbles, I don't know. we sort
Taebyn
of
butt
feel like-
bubbles. That's a new thing.
Oh no.
I mean, it
Talk
is
about
BLFC.
canon.
They would probably accept that. So
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap your bread as well because it looks like
Okay,
you got a
thank
little
you.
left over here.
That's good
And yeah,
bread.
there's the I guess the prescription is the borscht for the stink.
Yes.
And all right,
Please do.
I would call
All
it
right.
successful. Don't let the
All
door
right,
hit
that's
you
it.
on the way out.
I put a
Okay.
clothespin on my nose, so I don't have to
That's a
smell
good
this
idea.
anymore. Because I'm
All right,
tired of smelling his
goodbye,
nose.
Taebyn.
Okay,
Ah,
bye,
Back on the home.
Bye,
sorry
Lux.
so much.
Bye, Lux.
Thanks so much, Lux. We'll
Bye,
do it
Lux.
again sometime without much stink, hopefully. So see
Oh,
you
hey
next
guys,
time.
how'd it go? Oh my God, Taebyn!
Yeah,
smell like my
I'm
room.
So sorry. I know.
Oh my
I
God.
know. Well,
Do you
okay,
want like
I
some
think a few
patchouli?
Well, I
my
think a
mouth is
few
open.
rats died.
Oh
Patchouli
no! Oh yeah, no,
patchouli
my
would be
waders
very
are fading.
good.
You gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, no, it's all right. It's all right. Just go be your stinky self. But like if you start developing dreadlocks on your back or whatever, bro, we gotta play some hacky sack sometime. But when
Okay,
you
okay.
stink less. All right, bye.
I'll try. Bye. See you
Well,
next time. Well,
Taebyn, walk behind me. Do not walk in front of me. don't want you
I
in front of me on
understand
the
if
way
you
back
want
to the
me to
studio.
walk like 10 feet
Oh,
behind
dude,
you.
there's some stray cats following you, bro.
No,
Oh,
wow.
no.
Oh, we need to get back
Okay,
to the studio.
I'll
We need to
see
get
you
a
back
bath.
at the state. I'm gonna go that way, and I'll see
You
you
go around
back
the
at
block.
this. Yeah, I'll see you in
Yeah,
a
at the
little
studio.
bit.
I'll draw a bath, put the
Please
borscht in
do.
there, and we'll
Oh,
take care of that.
Kitty, I love you, Kitty, but I gotta leave you. Sorry, gotta go.
Okay, well, it's time for that wonderful time, that place that everybody waits for, that greatness that is
The thing.
Furries in the News. Are you being stabbed?
For the picture I'm dead. They're in, the furs are in, bark.
Well, I want to say,
That's
right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much of a market to say.
There's not much to say. Moritz, are you still actually listening? Is that?
I don't know. I haven't heard from Moritz in a long time. I think he got mad at us. Everybody's losing their mind nationally over this litter box stuff and the furries taking over.
Oh, really? The thing? What?
It is every day in my news feed. There is something about this, the furries taking over the world stuff. And
all because of the litter box thing that we talked about last week.
The litter box thing, the Republican Party is losing their mind.
What?
Over this. Oh, yeah, they're so nutty.
What? I haven't
they're
seen
nutty.
any of this. This is
really? Do you not have
this.
Do you not have a news feed on your smart device?
I do not have a news feed. I go to CNN and I see things there, and that's about it.
All right. So, of course, you know the litter box thing.
Yeah.
Now, some big name furries, well, not big name furries, I guess, but I mean, they're big named enough because they got national news on it. Maybe the national news just found somebody said, hey, you're a furry. Let's talk about this. But they're just like, and the furries are mad about this, obviously, because A, it's not true, and B, it's still not true. There was no litter boxes going in anywhere. They were not lowering the tables. They were not lowering the tables so people could eat like dogs.
I didn't hear about that. Oh my cow.
You didn't hear about that?
Wow, oh, yeah. I'm behind. I haven't heard about that.
Oh yeah, no, it's like, you know, they're talking about all this stuff, and it's like the one guy says, you know, it's no different. They're not furries 24/7. They're not going to school in their fursuits. It's just like if you go to a Star Trek convention and you cosplay as Captain Kirk, you don't go to work the next day and demand that your phone be turned into a Star Trek communicator device.
No, or a babblefish.
Or a babelfish. It's like, people are so dumb. But, you know, they got to hang on to something. And it's just insane the amount of traction that's getting. Now, on the plus side, furries are getting a lot of attention in the mainstream news, which lets them put out some disclaimers about what people think about furries.
Give some education. Yep.
It gives them education.
And people are going to actually pay attention because it's all over the place now. Yeah.
It's all over the place. Now, here's the interesting thing. So in Mississippi, a mayor decided that he was going to ban books in the library. He's going to withhold money from the city library because the books had homosexual overtones and LGBTQA agendas. And he wanted those books out of the library. Out. He was going to
not of the closet, the library, though.
Right. He was going to withhold $110,000 of the library's budget to run.
That much?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
That's stupid head.
A couple of local furries took to the social media and set up a fundraiser. As of this recording, they've raised over $54,000, almost half of what that mayor is withholding from the library.
That's awesome.
He quoted, now this is, so first of all, someone should recall this mayor because he said, and I quote in a newspaper, "I don't care. The library can serve whoever they want. I am here to serve God." And I'm thinking, no, you're not. You were elected to serve the people of the city of whom you were elected to serve. Nobody elected you to serve God. I'm sorry, but nobody elected you to serve God.
There was not a ballot. There was not. I know I know the election was stolen from you and everything, but there was no actual official ballot.
Right. By God. God did not cast a ballot. And if he did, as far as I know, if he did, you know, he lives in Jerusalem, so he was probably voter fraud at that point because he didn't live in Mississippi.
He didn't live in Mississippi. Yeah, I mean, the prawns will tell you that God did not Give the
Cast a vote.
ballot.
No.
It's not.
And then another gal in the news.
Wow.
And again, I'm sure this is all because of the stuff they're reaching. The news people are reaching out to people that might be furries, and
look, that one might be a furry.
That might be a furry. So in Maine, the furries talk about the fun, friendship, and freedom that come with letting your inner animal out.
And of course, they would go to Maine because that's where all the lions are with their mane.
Well, true, but they also just had a big furry con up there too, so that's why they were talking to them. Yes. So they talked to Bunny Hawkins, and she wears her tail and her bunny face mask, not the fursuit mask, but a face mask, when she works at Walmart.
Oh.
And she lets everybody know at Walmart that she's a furry.
Well, yeah.
So I think that's kind of cute.
You go, girl. You go, Bun.
Yep. In fact, her name tag on Walmart says Bunny. It doesn't even have a real name.
That's
it
awesome. Shout out to the Bun.
Shout out to Bunny.
Walmart.
Yes.
That's
at
awesome.
Walmart. In Maine.
In Maine. Yep.
In Maine. Nice. She's the Maine bunny.
Literally.
It's literally, yes. And that's all the stuff I have in the news. I do have some upcoming events. Do you have anything in the news?
So I do not. You had
a lot.
Like I know, and it's just like I did not know what a lot of that. So I just have to take that in.
And it's just amazing that all of this is being driven by one stupid mother
in Michigan.
In Michigan, yes.
Michigan, because we need litter boxes. And lowering, that's hilarious. Okay, whatever.
Well, and I love that the principal of that school said, "How would we lower the tables? They don't work that way."
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I don't even know how
I
that
want to accommodate the furries as much as I can, but I just don't know how we can actually do that.
Right? All right. So, upcoming events. Of course.
Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Of course, this weekend, as this episode comes out, you have ScotiaCon and FurCon New Zealand happening. If you're in Glasgow, UK, or Otaki, New Zealand, and you're at the con, send us a message on the Fur chat and say, hi, I'm at these cons. Hi. And next weekend, the 17th through the 20th, is Anthro New England in Boston, Massachusetts. Yes. And for those furs in the Pacific Northwest, you can keep the date of Saturday, March 12th open. You can go to When Fur Balls Strike 40th anniversary.
Nice. Very nice. Yes, that's
40
organized
years.
by Kajani Lion. I have been to one When Fur Balls Strike. I think it was when WFS 25, so quite a while ago.
Wow.
They try and have one. Well, pandemic kind of slowed it down, but they try to have one like every 3 months, I think it is.
Okay. It's not annual. I was going to say you went to 25 and now it's 40, so they must do it more than once a year.
They're old.
I was like,
they do like every 3 months or something.
Oh, okay.
And I went up to that one time, and it was it was a lot of fun. It's really great hanging out with Fluff and doing some bowling. And dancing around. They've got at the Kenmore Lanes is where it is there. They have an arcade, like an actual, some bowling alleys have, little tiny arcade in that they just have a few little games and stuff. No, they have an actual big arcade with lots of lights and stuff. They usually have a DJ that comes in to just play for that. It's a 50-lane alley. It's like this huge bowling alley. Yeah. So no, it's really fun. I recommend any fur if you can make it up there. Go and hang out with the Fluff in the afternoon at WFS. And 40th anniversary, that's pretty cool.
40th one. I want to say anniversary would mean annually, but I guess it's not annually. So this is their 40th one.
And they have some special things this time for their 40th one, don't they, Barely?
They do. For a $20 super sponsor, you get bowling shoe rental and 15 radical tickets, raffle tickets, not radical tickets.
They are radical.
Yeah. If you are a super sponsor with the $20, you get tickets for special prizes and they have SS gifts. I really should talk to them about not calling it SS because that has connotations of Germany, Russia during World War II.
Oh.
The SS.
Oh, okay.
You probably should not call it. But anyway.
Or they have connotations and references to Gilligan's Island because the SS Minnow and everything.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship.
The SS Minnow, yes. So they've got lots of stuff going on. I've lost my train of thought here. All pre-registered persons will get one. Will get one? You'll get one. You'll get yours, by God. You will get yours. Wow.
Well, let me help you to say that.
Please help, yes.
They have a big, huge. They're going to have a big, huge fursuit group photo. I think this is a special thing for this one, and they're doing that at the beginning. So you're going to want to be there right at the beginning. If they're doing it like the time that I went, they start the things at 1 or 2 p.m. I think 1 p.m. So you want to be there early.
It starts at noon.
Oh, it starts at noon. So they moved it up a little bit since when I was big. They're a little bit before. Yeah, and they're doing that. And let's see, they have something else. Why? I lost my train of thought too. They have something, I don't remember. They're doing something else special for their 40th one. So every fur, go check it out and let us know how it went.
Let's see. Anything else? I don't think we have anything else for upcoming events.
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. So do you have a story?
Yes, I have a story.
Awesome. What is it?
I'll let you choose, actually. I have Frog and Toad, or I have Sam and Lucy.
Let's do Frog and Toad. I want to save Sam and Lucy for another day.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Oh,
I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's just visit our friends, our gay friends, apparently, Frog and Toad.
Our gay friends, Frog and Toad. Yes, they live together. They swim together naked.
They sleep together.
They do sleep together.
So
we have noticed that.
Another challenge for any fur. Well, I don't know if it's a challenge, but any fur, if you have paid close attention to the Frog and Toad saga that we started reading Frog and Toad quite a while ago and been continuing on off and on. Let us know about it. So anyway, and I don't read Frog and Toad stories in advance, so we all get to hear them for the first time together. So
okay,
this episode of Frog and Toad is about the garden. Frog was in his garden. Toad came walking by. "What a fine garden you have, Frog," he said. "Yes," said Frog. "It is very nice, but it is hard work." I think his voice has changed from the last time we visited Frog and Toad.
I think he has. Yes.
"I wish I had a garden," said Toad. "Here are some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground," said Frog.
Okay.
"And soon you will have a garden."
Okay.
"How soon?" asked Toad. "Quite soon," said Frog. Oh, Frog. Toad ran home. He planted the flower seeds. "Now, seeds," said Toad, "start growing." Toad walked up and down a few times. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head close to the ground and said loudly, "Now, seeds, start growing." And there's a picture of Frog, doing that.
Because that's what seeds do when you yell at them. They grow.
They do.
I forgot.
Sorry. Okay, fine, I'll do it.
I forgot I was supposed to grow. I'm so sorry. I'll
Thanks
grow
for
now.
reminding me. Exactly.
Yes.
Toad looked at the ground again. The seeds did not start to grow. They are very resilient seeds.
Very resistive, too.
Very, very. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted, "Now, seeds, start growing." Frog came running up the path. "What is all this noise?" he asked. "My seeds will not grow," said Toad. "You are shouting too much," said Frog. "Those poor seeds are afraid to grow."
Has Frog gone through a sex change? Is he
I think
trans?
so.
Is he trans now?
He's
That's
trying
so
it out.
sweet.
He's trying it out.
Tree-
It is.
Frog is a she now. Okay.
Frog is a sheep. "My seeds are afraid to grow?" asked Toad. "Of course," said Frog. "Leave them alone for a few days. Let this... Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on. Soon your seeds will start to grow." Oh my cow. That night, Toad looked out the window. "Drat," said Toad.
Drat.
"My seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark."
Of course they are.
Of course
Yes.
Toad went to his garden.
Toad's a wee bit he's a little slow, isn't he?
He's not the smartest cow in the fluff.
No, he's not the smartest toad in the pond, that's for sure.
And speaking of which, I read this wrong, because really it says Toad went out to his garden with some candles, and I just read that in my mind as Toad went out to his garden to give the seeds some cuddles.
Aw, cuddle those seeds.
Yay!
Aw, so cute.
But no,
Yay.
they got candles instead.
No.
I will
Candles.
read the seeds a story, said Toad. So I have to say, slight diversion. So happy endings, this show, that I'm watching and everything.
Uh-huh.
And there's Alex. She's like a total blonde. And but I mean she's good and everything. But she did a thing where she was kind of smartish or stuff. And throughout the episode, a few times her phrase was, "I'm not as dumb as I am."
Okay.
Because,
All
it's
right.
not as dumb as they think I... Anyway, it was fun. Anyway, so, continuing on. I will read the seeds a story, said Toad. They will not be afraid. Then...
Of course not.
I mean,
Yes.
okay, let me read it right. Then they will not be afraid. Toad read a long story at his seeds. Or to his seeds. Maybe at his seeds, I don't know.
Okay. Read them
For them. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad played music to his seeds. And I'm sure he cuddled them too.
I'm sure he cuddled the seeds, yes. Seed cuddling.
Seed cuddling. Toad looked at the ground. The seed still did not start to grow.
Such resistive seeds.
Such resistance. What should I do? Cried Toad. They must be the most frightened seeds in the whole entire world. Then Toad felt very, very tired, and he fell asleep. Toad, wake up, said Frog. Look at your garden. Toad looked at his garden. Toad is the gayest thing on earth, I tell you. Little green plants were coming up out of the ground. At last, shouted Toad, my seeds have stopped being afraid to grow. And now you will have a nice garden too, said Frog. Yes, said Toad, but you were right, Frog. It was very hard work. The end.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
That was exciting and riveting and
riveting.
Riveting. I can't believe that Frog is going through the transition. Good for him, her.
Good
and
for
it's
him.
very
her.
nice to know that they're going through that transition. Toad, on the other hand, is not.
Toad is
clearly.
not going through.
No.
Toad is going through some things, but it's not that.
He's not. He's going through some things, all right. I'll give it that 100%.
Poor Toad.
Oh,
I would
Toad.
love Algeborn to listen to this and tell us what she thinks about Albiorn. I can never say it right. Albiorn.
Okay.
To listen
Albiorn,
to this
yes.
and tell us her thoughts
Her take
of Frog's transitioning and advice that she would have for Frog in this time of need.
In this time of need.
And Toad's time of seed.
The time of... Wow. Okay. Well...
Hi.
It's flowing.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Here we are. Woo!
It's flowing. All right.
It's flowing like the ebb, which is the fish, which is the wallaby sock. I wonder what it would be. I really want to... I am totally going to Google wallaby wearing sock because I really want to see a wallaby wearing a sock now.
Okay. Wallabies in a sock.
You'll let me do that? Challenge for every fur. Find the best picture you can of a wallaby wearing a sock and send that in, and we'll post it on the YouTube when...
or any artist that wants to draw a picture of a wallaby wearing socks.
I should commission Tater for... I'm going to commission Tater drawing a wallaby wearing a sock.
Wearing socks. All right.
Maybe
or
Paco
a sock.
too.
Maybe not even not on its feet, but on its face or its head or something, or its paw.
I have some money to spend right now.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Now,
we should get to some jokes. What do you think? Do you have your joke book?
I do have my joke book.
It is called.
It's funny
called
jokes on foxy riddles, and I don't agree with any of those words except the word and.
Yeah?
And the number 75 cents that is printed on it. It's a joke book for any viewers that may not know, from 1968. And these are quote-unquote jokes that I have not read before, so we're all going to hear them at the same time together. Where's your jokes, Barely?
My jokes I search out, but I have a question for you.
Oh.
Are you coming to the end of your joke book?
I'm on page 66, and there's 80 pages, so it's actually getting there.
We may have to make a trip to a used bookstore to find really bad joke books.
I think so, because we can't have this be done. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I have a question for you.
Oh, you do?
I do. I have a question for you. You need to understand.
Oh.
Do you know what side of the duck has the most feathers?
I would guess the left side.
No, it's the outside.
That is a true statement. CEU earned
yes,
right
CEU's
now.
Earned. Yes.
Well, more information that is very good. Like, for example, just to give you an example of how this is helpful, a patient walks into a doctor and says, and wants to know, what should I do? I have water on the knee. And the doctor says, wear pumps.
Well, do you know what a cell phone and a dog have in common?
Probably a kitty, but they also have something else. What else they have in common?
They both have caller ID.
Ooh, woo, woo, ee-wee.
Iwi,
Indeed.
Iwi, indeed, yes.
Well, you see, speaking of which,
yes.
Very astute of you to realize there was this wife.
Yes.
And the wife is very scared of mousies.
Okay.
And the wife says, Harry, the name of the husband, not the mouse, because she doesn't care about the mouse. She doesn't like the mouse. Harry, I hear a mouse squeaking. And the husband, Harry, says, well, what am I supposed to do? Get up and oil it.
Okay.
The mouse was squeaking. That took me some time, but Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Do you know what animal you would hire to work in a restaurant?
If it was a line, not a line-in, because you would have to be working at an inn to do that. So what animal do you hire to work?
Well, you hire a pig because they're really good at bacon.
It's true. Well, there were these two leopards in a zoo.
Yes.
And they had finished eating their lunch, and one sat back and sighed with contentment. Mm-hmm. He said, oh, am I really going to...
Oh, no. It's one of those...
There's a reason. It's so stupid. There's a reason I don't read these before.
Okay, so he sighs with contentment. Yes.
That hit the right spot.
Yeah.
Oh, my cow.
Right.
Oh.
Do you know what you call a dinosaur with anxiety?
A tiny shrimp. But besides that, what?
A nervous Rex.
Oh, you do. And again, for Mr. Barely searches these out on it, so he purposely gets these. My disclaimer is, I haven't read these yet, so yeah, go with that. So Sam says,
hey Sam.
Sam is talking to Big Bruiser. Wow, what's going on
Bruiser.
here? Okay, so Sam talks to Big Bruiser. He says, excuse me, but I think you're sitting in my seat. Big Bruiser says, oh yeah? Can you prove it? And Sam says, well, I think so. I left my pie and ice cream on it. So take that, Big Bruiser.
Take that, Big Bruiser. You big bruiser.
Oh, you big
bruiser.
bruiser.
My goodness. You big bruiser.
You might need to get together with Frog and his gayness or something.
Yes. So, a friend of mine was dating two women.
Yeah. Oh,
he was
two?
He was dating Ruth and he was dating Linda.
Oh, okay.
And he decided to marry Linda. So now he's ruthless.
Ah! Ah!
Ah! Ah!
Oh, he is. Well, that reminds me that I remember this friend of mine. His son named Jimmy, and his son was wondering how he's doing in school. So he asked him, Jimmy, how do you stand in school? And Jimmy says, right in the corner as usual.
With that pyramid cap on.
With
The
that
dunce cap.
Dunce cap, exactly.
You know, I even in grade school, in Catholic grade school, we never had a dunce cap. I saw that
really?
all the time in
Cartoons
programs
and
and
things,
cartoons,
yeah.
just like that, but I've never saw that in school. So,
And that would
Well,
be
they actually
the
did.
place, a Catholic school. That would be the
Ah.
place to see it. Yeah.
yeah. I blame my lung problems on Catholic school because if you were being punished, you had to go down to the basement and clap the erasers together, so you'd breathe in all that chalk dust.
Yeah. All day.
Yeah,
like,
it's terrible.
you get some lung disease, for
Right,
getting
you
an
go down there
F
and get
on
some-
your
yeah.
spelling exam.
Yes, but I have one last thing that I need to tell you
Oh, yeah.
before we end the show,
Oh,
and that is there's a problem with kleptomania.
there is. I
There
agree.
is.
I agree.
No matter what you do, you can never get rid of it, no matter what you take for it.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
Well, speaking of that, but not really,
Yes.
but you mentioned gorilla, but you didn't.
I did mention a gorilla. Yes.
Okay, so the gorilla that you
Monkeys.
mentioned, the monkey, right? See,
I mentioned
told you.
monkeys
So,
earlier. Yes. There you go.
So yeah, the gorilla, he walked into a drugstore and ordered a 50-cent sundae. He put down a $10 bill to pay for it, and the clerks thought gorillas don't know much about money, apparently. And so instead, he handed the animal a $1 bill and change because, he realized
Right.
it wasn't gonna. He's gonna make money off it. The clerk's curiosity got the best of him, and he said, "Well, we don't get too many gorillas in here." And the gorilla replied, "No wonder at $9 a Sunday."
Yep. I saw that one coming. I saw it coming.
My cow.
Oh my cow in wallaby socks. I think the
And
end has crept up
wallabies.
on us.
Oh, crept. Rock and roll
Crept.
McDonald's indeed.
That's right. It crept up on us, and I think we have some more canon now. But we must close this episode out. We had a great time this week. We learned a lot. One Fur recently messaged me on BFFT chat. And he says we talk a lot about nothing, but he loves listening to us.
Oh,
So-
well, thank you for whoever
Yes,
you are. I'm glad you do. That's great to know. We have one fur that listens. The other ones that listen, are forced into punishment by their parents
Right?
or something.
Yes, apparently, yes. So
Apparently.
And remember to help support the show through donations at Ko-Fi or Patreon. Share your favorite episode with your friends and family. Take a look at our merch on Bonfire. The word is butter. Spread it around. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Yeah.
Let's throw it in.
We had a great time. We learned some we earned some CEUs. We learned some CEUs. You're still shooting bubbles out your butt, but that's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. Hopefully that'll get better. I think there's a
they'll get better.
13-step program for people like me.
There's bubble butts, yes.
For furs like me, yes.
For furs like you. So I have nothing more to say other than Moobarkfluff. And until next week, stay furry. Taebyn, you have the con.
I have the con! Why does He-Man come into I have the con? I don't know. Anyway, thank you, yes, every for listening to us, especially if you're still listening. As I say, we love so much that you listen to us, and we hope you enjoy it. You're not just being punished by your parents or your enemies or something. So in that case, thank you very much. Thank you for enemies for not. Let your enemies listen to this. Maybe get them back for being mean to you. I don't know. Anyway, yes, thank you so much. It's a great support that you listen to us. And if you happen to plug Ko-Fi or Patreon and give us money, because we could use it to help do this, because it apparently takes lots of money. But thank you if you do. And anyway, we love barking at you, and we love that you listen to it. So until next week, have a great week. We bark at you, and stay furry. Moobarkfluff.
Barely Furcasting is an Injured Nerve studio production, and is found on all major podcast platforms, or can be heard directly at barelyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and their guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded, and directed by me, Barely Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by myself and our associate editors Rain Raccoon and Bixby Wolf. Opening and closing theme music, as well as some interstitial music, was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by Reg Day with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Reg Day, you can search for Tweezerbeak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free Use Library. If you would like to send us a message, you can do so via email at barelyfurcasting@gmail.com, or on our Telegram chat at BFFT chat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the barelyfurcasting.com webpage. You can help support the show through donations at kofi.com/barelyfurcasting, or through Patreon at patreon.com/barelyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.